Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see who's going to join us. Power is back on, so we are on schedule. Thank goodness. I'm sweating that one out heavily. But we got lucky and National Grid came through. Go ahead and say hello if you are here. While I go ahead and share with the groups so everyone knows we are live, because I know a few of you did see my message that we may not make it, but God willing, it's all working out. And team, okay, I think we're good. All right. And oops. And team, okay, I think we're good. No. We don't want that. Okay. All right. We're officially muted on that end. Okay. Hello. All right. We are going to go ahead and get started with our announcements, because we do have quite a few of those before we get into our fun stamping. Give everybody a chance to pop on here. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera view. Okay, so today is the last day. Oh, hey, Kay. Hey, Robin. So glad to see you, ladies. Today's the last day to take advantage of that extra 10% off die bundles. Again, this is specific to the die bundles. Does not include punch bundles or anything like that, but die bundles, you can get an additional 10% off, but that ends today, 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time. That call comes to an end. So if you're interested in grabbing any dies while they're on sale, or bundles while they're on sale, today is your last chance to do that. Paper Pumpkin, we are in the July. Hey, Sue, glad to see you. We are in the July subscription period, which means if you are a subscriber now, from now until the 10th, you will get the July kit, which is going to be the painted petals. And again, you have until July 10th to subscribe to get in on that one. It's going to be cards. It's going to make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. Again, there'll be a spring theme, or summer theme, I should say. Your colors are going to be Calypso Coral, Gray Granite, Melon Mambo, Mossy Meadow, and Old Olive will be your coordinating colors. The ink spot is going to be Gray Granite. You're going to get pre-cut paper pieces and embellishments. And again, the coordinating envelopes to go with your projects. And you are eligible to purchase the add-on dies, which is 3 dies, and they will coordinate with all 3 kits for this quarter. So the July, August, and September kits, these dies will coordinate. So you'll get plenty of use with them if you are interested in Paper Pumpkin. Great things happening this week. Bonus Days begins on Wednesday. So July is bringing in with it some amazing fun things happening. So Bonus Days, if you recall, for every $50 you spend during Bonus Days, you get a $5 coupon, and you get to add that coupon, redeem that coupon in August for any future orders there. There's no limit to the number of coupon codes that you can earn. And again, that kicks in on the 3rd, which is Wednesday. So beginning Wednesday, you will earn those coupon codes. So when they do hit your email, you want to make sure that you save them. Do not lose them, because I don't see those coupon codes. I can't help you if you lose them. So you do need to make sure that you save them, and then you can redeem them in August. And who doesn't love to save even $5? So awesome. Also on July 3rd, Online Exclusives is going to blow up with some brand new product, and it's going to cover the gamut of the holidays. You're going to be able to see Christmas. There's Halloween. There's fall themed things. Did I say Christmas? So if you're trying to get ready for your Christmas cards and get a head start on all of that, now is the time, and you can get in on. And this is just 2 examples of the suites that are in the online exclusives. If you are a current demonstrator, you can pre-order these right now. Otherwise, they go live for everybody on the 3rd. But these suites are absolutely gorgeous. I do have them in a box here behind me because I did pre-order. I did not pre-order everything, but I pre-ordered a lot. But yeah, they're in the box behind me. But anyway, yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous suites. And like I said, this is just a sample of what's being released on Wednesday. So if you're a demonstrator, run and go look. If you're not, on the Wednesday, you can definitely see all that's available. And like I said, there is lots. Okay, so on to our craft along. I did post all the measurements beforehand. So if anybody wanted to craft along, you could go ahead, get all your stuff prepped and ready to go. I am featuring the Heartfelt Hexagon. My friend Cindy and I did collaborate on this one. So if you actually ordered, which I don't see anybody who ordered on here right now, but that's the best part of this. You don't have to be here live. You can certainly craft along on the replay because this will be forever available on Facebook. But for those that did, like I said, I don't see you here, but you did receive this in your email. Team members, Sue, you will be getting this later tonight. I'll be sending the tutorial out to you in your inbox. So all team members do get the tutorial, but those that ordered got the tutorial in their inbox already. They got a half a pack of the Unbounded Beauty gorgeous designer series paper that I'm using, and they got the card kits in their packet. Now, tonight, anybody who places a $50 purchase in my online store, I will send you the packet. You won't get the half pack of paper and the gems and the twine, but you can certainly get the kits. I will send you the cardstock with the pre-cut designer series paper. Those who ordered actually got the full half pack of paper. I'll just send you what you need to complete the projects. Otherwise, you're just using what you got and you're crafting along with me tonight with the measurements and everything. And I hope you post your results in the comments because I would love to see what you're making with what paper and die or stamp set and punch you're using. But anyway, we're going to start with card number 1, which is this one right here. This is sending you lots of love and hugs. It's a very simple, basic card. And this is going to be our first one we're going to make. So we're going to grab the packet. And Spectrum just texted me that my service has been restored. Yeah, I kind of knew that. But thanks. Anyway. All right. So I have here some scraps. All right, I have a basic card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we're going to go ahead and fold that in half and use our bone folder to press that out. Then I have a piece of cardstock. Mine happens to be a Summer Splash, and this measures 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then I have a piece of the Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper. This is 5 1/4 by 4. So we're just going to layer those pieces together. We just need to get our adhesive here. So we're going to go ahead and add our adhesive. And I'm going to get these instructions out of the way because and then we're just going to layer these ever so nicely. Like so. Then, again, this was included in the kit for those who ordered ahead of time. You get a full thing of the linen thread. And what we're going to do Oh, you are welcome, Sue. You got to have a perk for being on my team, right? All right, so we bring that around like so. We need our snips. There we go. And we all know we need tweezers because Lord knows I don't do well at tying. So we're gonna, yeah, the wind has been pretty crazy here. Not as, I honestly never dreamed that the power would go out. I didn't think the wind was that bad, but apparently it was. I mean, if the power was going out last night at like 1:30 in the morning is when I would have anticipated it to go out. We had a horrible electrical storm here last night at 1:30. And it was funny because Tucker, he is petrified of storms, petrified. And usually he will wake me up. But for some reason, last night when the storm first started, I think he was trying to be a brave boy and not wake me up. But you could hear that he was laying at the foot of the bed with me because Bruce was working. So it was just him and I here. And you could feel the bed shaking because he was at the foot of the bed shaking. And you could hear him panting, but he was trying to be quiet. So I think he was, you know, really trying hard not to wake Mama up. Okay, so we have our twine on. So we're just going to tie it into a bow on the one side here. And now we're going to make sure that we have our little X formed. And now I'm just going to go ahead and add adhesive because we're keeping this portion of our card nice and flat. And this can now go on to our card base. So anyway, it would continue to storm and it was rolling through pretty good. But he, like I said, was trying to be good. He didn't know that I was awake. I was waiting to see how long it would take him to decide that enough was enough and he was waking me up. Well, I know it was all of a sudden, it must have hit really close because it was an instant. You heard this crackling sound as the sky lit up. And an instantaneous, it sounded like a bomb went off. Our whole entire house literally shook. It even made me jump a little bit. Well, at that point, he was done. He literally, all fours popped on top of me like, wake up and wake up now because I'm scared. He was so scared. It was not even funny. I mean, it was funny, but it wasn't funny. But yeah. That's my boy. He's not very brave. Not a brave boy at all. But anyway, that's when I expected the power to go out. It didn't. So, I don't know. Just a little touch of wind. Took it out. All right, so now we're taking our Summer Splash ink and I'm stamping my little hexagon shape here. Gonna set that aside. I don't know what there is. My chamois. I gotta clean that. So we will use it again later. But yeah, that poor little guy, he was just petrified at that point. There was no consoling him. But luckily right after that, it pretty much settled down and I didn't hear too much from him. After that, he kind of settled down with me and went back to sleep. Okay, so now I have Berry Burst as my ink color. And I'm using Sending Lots of Love and Hugs. So we're inking that up in our Berry Burst. Ooh, got a little extra inky here. And if you can see my head, I do apologize. I'm just trying to get over here so I can make sure that I'm getting in the center of this little frame. And we just want to put a little firm pressure. And there we have it. Check that out. Sending you lots of love and hugs. Clean that off because we're going to, no, let's see if this will be, yeah, this should be big enough. I'm going to close this up, bring back our summer splash, and I have a little extra scrap piece here. So I'm just going to put that down like so. Because really all I'm worried about is getting that U. Oop. And that will improve as it dries. It does look a little mottled, which is because this ink pad is so juicy. Oh yeah, he does not like fireworks at all. Okay. I'm not looking forward to this week. Is going to be a tough week on him, I'm sure, because a lot of camps around us, because we live in the middle of pretty much nowhere. So with the camps around us, this is going to be a rough week. No doubt. All right. Now take my paper snips. It really did not come out well at all. Let's flip that over. I'm going to do that one again. I don't like it. That's better. Much better. Okay. Close that up. And now we're just going to cut out that little oval. And yes, I am fussy cutting, but I just feel like it makes this card just a little bit better by popping this up. Even though I'm not a fan of fussy cutting, and I'm not a fan because I'm not good at it. I don't have the patience for it, I guess that's. Patience is not my virtue. Okay. Just not. All right. We need the hexagon punch. And oop. Turn it that way. Yeah. Okay. Then we need some dimensionals. We are at the end, so we're using our little ends here. Oh, goodness. Okay, there we go. No, not my favorite either there, so not even a little bit. But like I said, for this particular card, I mean, yes, this looks good. It works, but we're going to add a little dimensional to this U. And then we're just going to set that on there like so. And look at what it adds to the card. It just adds a little extra something, something by put that on there. Next, again, those that signed up ahead of time did get a full package of the rhinestones. So let's grab these. You gotta take your pick. And we're going to take a larger one, and then a little one, and another little one. And that finishes the card. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Next one up is the Love and Hugs. And that would be this one, which is kind of a fancy fold because you got this little Z fold going on. But then check this out. That opens up too. Pretty cool, huh? We're using that sherbet paper. All right. So for this one, we're going to have to do a little bit of scoring. All right. So we have our Petunia Pop card base. That's 8.5 by 5.5. And then for our insert, this is 10.5 by 4. And it's scored at 5 1/4. This one needs to be scored at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. So we're going to bring our. Oop. Would you hear Mama talking about you? You came back up here. Huh? You can come up here. Be a good boy. Say hello to the girls. Come on. No? Well, then go back downstairs with Daddy. All right, so we're going 2 1/8, which is going to be right there. And then 4 1/4, which is right there. All right, so then we're going to bring back our bone folder. And we're going to fold on the 4 1/4. And then we're going to fold back on that 2 1/8. Then we have, this is the 10.5 by 4. That's already scored at 5 1/4. We're going to go ahead and fold that. Like that. All right. So next, I have some designer series paper. And again, this is all the Unbounded Beauty. And I have a piece that is 1.5, or actually a 1/2 inch. Goodness gracious. 1/2 inch by 5.5 inches. That's this piece here in the Summer Splash. And then I have 2 pieces that are 2 inches by 5 3/8. Then I have scrap of the Summer Splash and Petunia Pop. Okay, so we're going to take these 2 and we're going to go ahead and adhere these. So we're going to go ahead and flip them over. going to go on the inside flap here. Let's see if I can't see what I'm doing here. There we go. And then this one goes on the outside. There we go. Get that in there a little bit more. So make sure I'm staying where you can see me. There we go. All right. Now we're going to bring this piece in. So we got some stamping and such to do here. So we're going to go ahead and add our little accent piece. And this is for the inside. So we're going to open this up. Oops. I did cut this a little too long. So we're just going to trim that off. Next, we need our little sprig. So I have this little sprig here, and we're going to use our Berry Burst. All right, so we're just going to take our Berry Burst. Like so. So that just gives us a little extra something there. Clean this off. Then we're going to open it up, and we have our little tiny heart. And again, using that Berry Burst, we're just going to put that little heart down there in the corner. Close that up. Now we're going to add our adhesive. And that layers right here on the inside of our card. And that opens up like so. Next, we need our scrap. We need our frame. And again, we're still using that Berry Burst ink. So there's our shape. And then again, using that same Sending Love. Where did I put that? Right here. Again, using the Berry Burst. Oh, sorry, I'm back out of the picture here, but see if they can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Close that up. Clean this off. Now we're going to take our punch. And that Berry Burst with the Petunia Pop really does show up nice. So there's that. That goes into our scrap pile. Now we need a piece from our Summer Splash. And then the Summer Splash one, we're just going to cut right down the middle. If you're really worried about having a perfectly straight cut, then use your trimmer. But I'm not worried about it being a perfectly straight cut because no one's ever going to notice. But I'm going to go ahead and add adhesive. And then this one's going to come in here. And I'm just going to line it up like so. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. And there you have it. Now I'm going to take a couple dimensionals and I'm going to put them right about here. And then I like to line the points up with the edge of the card. And that's how they're going to land. So there you have it. Now we're just going to add, where is our, there it is. Take your pick tool. I'm going to have one there. One there, and there. And now that card is officially complete. I know, isn't this a cool fold? It's like you got your Z, and then you have the card. It's like a card inside of a card. So you have your fun fold, and then the card inside. All right, we are cruising. We're already on to the third card. Okay, so card number 3, another super simple one. It's just a basic card, but it's got this little window piece going on here. So for this one, I have, come on out of there. We have a basic white card base. And it's your standard 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. So we're going to take our bone folder. What's the matter, buddy? Come over here and lay down. Be good. Press that out. Since the power went out, he's a little antsy. He does not like the power going out either. There's something about that sudden silence. And then when the power comes back on, it spooks him again. That sudden there's sound again. I don't know. He just has issues. We need to get him a psychiatrist. You have issues. Oh, yeah, you're pouting because I'm talking about you. Ugh, poor boy. Okay, so just going to go ahead and add our adhesive. Now this piece of designer paper, again, is also from the Unbounded Beauty, and it measures 5.25, or no, 5.5 by 4.25. It's a full card front piece. So that's going to go, wait a minute, did I not cut this correct? Oh, for the love. I thought I knew I didn't cut it correctly, so I thought I replaced it. Hang on for just a moment. Did I not? Oh, for the love. Here's the correct piece. I knew I had cut it. Okay. I just didn't replace it out of the baggie. Oh, sometimes. Of course, it was during the power outage that I was packing everything up. I was frustrated. Okay, there we go. So now everything fits accordingly. Because again, this is a full card coverage. All right, next we have another piece of that paper. And we're going to cut our window out from here. And we're going to cut it from the top because we want to make sure we have enough of that bottom available. But we want to get in as close to center as we can. I think that looks pretty good. So from the top, you're going all the way in and then looking side to side to make sure we got the center. That looks pretty good. All right, next we are going to attach there it is, this to the white. And fold that in where I got too close. Okay. So that is now attached. Now we're going to get our With Sympathy. And this time we need our Pretty in Pink ink pad. So we're going to ink that up. Well, thank you, Sue. I'm glad you have faith. All right, let's make sure we're in the middle here. And With Sympathy. Just like so. Close that up. Next, we want dimensionals. That's how quick this card is. We're just about done. All we have to do is add our little twine bow, and we're calling this one done. And then we're going to put this one right there. Peel the backings off. And this is going to go right here in the center-ish. That goes in the scraps. And then we need our twine. And just like that. Glue dot. What would we do without glue dots? Okay. And it goes like so. Where are you going, Bubba? And that finishes card number 3. Well, thank you, Kay. I'm so appreciative of that. My goal is to do a craft along the last Sunday of each month. It's a goal. So hoping we can do this again. So I will post the measurements. I mean, of course, I'll offer the kit to anybody who wants to purchase the kit. The stamp set that I use or whatever would be an additional add-on if you wanted it. Otherwise, you're welcome to use whatever you happen to have. And then if you don't want the kit and you just want to craft along, again, I will post the measurements within 24 hours of going live, and you can get all of your product ready to go, and you can craft right along with me. That'll be something fun and different to do. So I would love to have you join me each month on the last Sunday for craft along. Okay, so we are on to our final card already. And this one is also a fun fold. And this one has a belly band. So we're going to score this one together. You like doing this, Kay? Awesome. I love having you. Come join me. I think it's fun. Okay. So we have here some pieces. So you have a card base. This measures 11 by 5.5. And we're going to do some scoring on this card base. I have to grab my trimmer. So we're going to put our trimmer here. So if you have your piece that's 11 by 5.5, you're going to turn it so that the 11-inch side is at the top. And we're going to score it 1 1/4. So 1, oops, let's get this stuff out of the way. So we want 1 1/4, which is right there. And score. Then 3 3/8. So we're going to go to 3 3/8, which is 1, 2, 3. It's the 1/8 mark just before the 1/2 inch. Then you're going to go at 7 5/8. Or you could actually literally just flip your card stock around and do those same measurements again. Or like you could just go to, like I'm doing here, pull out your arm and go to 7 5/8, which is the 1/8 right after your 1/2 inch. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And score. and 9 3/4. So 9 3/4 right there. So that is the card base. Now the belly band, that is cut 1 inch by 10 inch. So that's this piece. So now we're going to have to do some folding here. So we're going to fold in on this one, fold back on this one. Then you're going to fold in and fold back. So now you have this gate fold. That's what you got. It's like a double gate fold. Okay. Next, we have some basic weight cardstock here. This one measures 4 by 5 1/4, and that's for your inside, like here. But first, we're going to stamp our little flowery sprig. Where did I put that? Right here. And that's going to be done in Pretty in Pink. So we're going to grab our Pretty in Pink, and we're going to ink up this little flowery sprig. And we're just going to stamp that down here in the corner, like that. Then we're going to go ahead and add our adhesive. And that goes right here on the inside of our card. Okay. Then I have some designer series paper. I have 2 pieces that are 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. And then I have 2 pieces that are 1 inch. Yeah, 1 inch by 5 1/4. And then this one is 2 inches, right? No, 1 3/4. So 1 3/4 and 1 inch. Okay, so the 1 3/4 goes on the larger panels here. So we're going to go ahead, add our adhesive. So again, these are 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. So that gives us a nice little border. And then this one is 1 inch by 5 1/4. So we're just gonna add this to the more narrow outside piece. So again, turn it around. Okay. Okay, so there's our card base all put together with all of our designer paper. Next, we have a belly band. So we're just going to loosely wrap this around. Like so. So I'm going to go ahead and add. There we go. So there's our belly band. Then I have here a scrap of basic white. And I am going to bring in this little dotted frame. And I got my pretty in pink. Couldn't find my other D block, so I grabbed one of the paper pumpkin blocks. And we're just going to stamp that down. We're almost done, folks. 4 cards in lickety split time. All right, next I have my sentiment. I hope your day is filled with joy. And we have the Berry Burst ink pad again. And again, I hope your day is filled with joy. So we're going to ink that up. All right. So we want to stamp this a little bit towards the top because we want to have enough room for a little flower at the bottom. Okay. I hope your day is filled with joy. And then I have that little flower. We're just going to stamp that right there. Close that up. All right. Get this lined up if I can. Punched it out. All right. Again, easiest thing to do is put the dimensionals right here. And we're going to put, if I can get that one. Goodness gracious. And let's snip another. Peel that up. We're going to add that to our belly band like so. Next, we need our twine. And this time, I'm going to fold it over here. We're going to make a double bow. There we go. And I'm just going to snip those ends down a little bit. There we go. And of course, we need a glue dot. Oh, I have to say it's probably one of my most favorite papers in the catalog. Now, I don't know if you've noticed how much I've been using it. You probably think this is probably the only paper that I bought out of the new catalog. I own all of the papers in the catalog. All of them. Every one. But I keep going back to this one because I don't know. It like keeps calling my name over and over again. And I know I need to dig out the other ones and use them, but I just keep finding more uses for this one. So yes, if you have been writing the fence on this paper, I don't know. I'm suggesting you get it, especially if you like the new in colors, because it has all of the new in colors in it. But throws in those splashes of like your Berry Burst, which is, you know, been around a little while. Just put it out there. Probably my favorite. I keep going for it over and over again. I've been using it. I'm not going to lie. I've opened my second pack of it. Just saying. Second pack of this paper. Okay. Now we need our little gems. Because everybody, oh, you are so welcome, Kay. I hope you had fun crafting along. Because I know I have been having fun. We're going to put one right about there. And one, we'll say there. And another one, oh, how about right there? And there is our pretty card. That's it. 4 cards. Done. In under an hour, might I add. Just saying. And that's having a power outage involved in the whole scenario. So, little quick recap. We've got our double gatefold. We have our little peekaboo frame. We have our Z-fold card in a card. And then, of course, we just had our basic little sending lots of love and hugs. I'm saying it's some pretty paper you got to have on hand. And like I said, I really did open up a second pack because that's how much I've used it. That is all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you so very much for coming to hang out with me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you. And I truly hope you enjoyed this craft along. And I pray that you'll want to come join me again and do another one. Like I said, the goal is to do one at the end of each month. It'll be our last Sunday of the month that we do this. That way I have time to design and have everything out to you if you want to participate in the actual craft along and get the supplies. Again, like this particular one involved a half a pack of the designer series paper. You've got the card kits as well. You just had to cut your own designer series paper. And then if you want, you can add on the bundle. If I'm using a bundle, you can add on inks if you want to add on the colors. So again, the price varies depending on what you'd want to add on, plus the shipping to you. Otherwise, like I said, it's just a free-for-all. I'll put the measurements out there. You pick out your own product, get it cut ahead of time, and we just have some fun crafting, putting our cards together, and you get to see what they're supposed to look like in the end. But if you did craft along tonight with me and you took those measurements and you used your own product, please go ahead and post a photo. I would love to see what you came up with. All right, guys, have a great rest of your night. I am going to go settle in and get my pajamas on and watch The Chosen final season finale. So everybody who's following The Chosen, tonight is the finale. It actually started at 7 o'clock, but I'll go catch up. All right, guys, have a great night. Bye for now.